See, here's the thing. I don't care who you are, where you come from, or what kind of gamer you think you are. Right now, at this exact moment, is absolutely the greatest time in history to love video games. Period. Umbrella Fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, feast your eyes, feast your ears, and get ready for video games. Oh yeah, it is the Umbrella Fight podcast time. Oh, listen to those beautiful synths in the background there. They get me going every time. Boom! Welcome, one and all, to the one and only Umbrella Fight podcast. This is, of course, the one and only podcast on the internet that talks about video games. There are no other podcasts.
That's right.
That's right. John, Devyn, how the heck are you guys doing?
Doing good.
Great. Feeling good. I'm feeling great.
I don't know about that, John. I think you're lying.
You think I'm lying?
I think you're lying about feeling great at this very moment.
I'm a little downtrodden.
There we go. Just be
Just need to
honest, man.
revive.
It's cool. I'm
must
rezzing
revive.
you. I'm
Yeah.
rezzing you right now by telling you that you can't win them all, bro, and you did your best.
You know what'll bring him back?
Dude, but what'll bring me
For
back?
for those in the audience, John, just before we went live, while I was sorting out our stupid streaming difficulties, John lost an Overwatch match. So everybody, hand on heart, salute the man. He gave it his all.
Bro, like I dropped 60 kills, dude. Like
60?
I had more than like the second closest fragger had 43.
That's insanity.
Like I was locked in. I was just to give a little bit of kind of like some context to it. So I'm playing competitive. You play on a map. Both teams get a chance to defend and attack. In the Eichenwald map, you fight to capture a zone. Once you capture that zone, you escort a payload all the way to the other end of the map. And you have to do that in a certain amount of time. As you reach checkpoints, you get more time. And basically, we were on defense first. I was playing tank. We did great. They did make it all the way to the last point, but they made it with 5 seconds left. So that's really good on our side, because now we're going to attack, and we just have to make sure that we have more time than them. So we attack, we absolutely roll them, and we take the last point with 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Think about that gap. They
That's
have
a
20
huge gap.
seconds. We have 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Now, Blizzard, since they want to play fair in this area of the game, if that happens, to give the other team a chance, they will get a consolidating minute. They'll get like a little consolation. All right, we'll give you a full minute here to defend or attack. So after we went, the roles reverse. So then we actually defend again. The enemy team then attacks. And what's interesting is the way that now in that minute is they just have that minute to push the payload. Typically when you are, this is kind of the overtime round, but when you make it past this, as you would get to a point, you get more additional time. When you're in the second phase of the game, you don't get that. You just get that pool of time, and that's it. So in the minute that they had, they managed to make it pretty far. They made it all the way to the second point. What's cool, what Overwatch does, is that if you run out of time, as long as you're staying on the objective, overtime will continue until you step off of the point. So what it will turn into is a frenzy of like, we have to kill them all so that the round will actually end.
Yeah.
So that happened. They made it a little further than we expected, but it's fine because we have 1 minute and 30 seconds, right? Should be fine, right? That should be pretty winnable, right? 4 minutes and 30 seconds, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, oh boy.
Right.
So at this point of the game, I was still top fragging. I had maybe around like 50 kills, I want to say. And then so we go to attack. We absolutely roll on the first point. We are making steady pace to winning. at this point, I am actually on a 10-player kill streak. I have not died once in this next round. And we get to where we're about to win, and our DPS player accidentally walks off the map. So now we're down a person. And this DPS player is a character named Sierra, a very high damage output character that is very useful in a situation like the one we were in. And they also happened to die with their ultimate. Sierra's ultimate is really good for clearing out wide spaces in front of you. She launches these drones that just essentially carpet bomb a group of space in front of you. But she walked off the map. So we were down at DPS. And then our other DPS died. Then it was just me, the other tank, and 2 healers. And I don't know if you guys have played like Halo Reach, that last mission objective survive. That's what that felt like.
Oof.
And we lost. We lost there because our supports ended up going down because there was no DPSs to protect them. And after that, it was just a matter of time.
That sucks, dude.
Yep.
Tragedy.
Well, like I said, you can't win them all. You gave it your all.
Yep.
We know that you're fire at that game, but every now and then you just get that one match that slips by you.
Yeah, you know, what are you gonna do, right? Yeah. And Overwatch does they do a really cool so they do a peer voting at the end. Like everybody in the lobby will vote for who was MVP that game. I won, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know, it just doesn't make up for that L, dude. It doesn't.
Yeah. The consolation prize is exactly that, a consolation.
Yeah.
Well, big shout outs to Regal and Keegan for being in chat. Thank you so much for being here. Regal says, and I know it wasn't his fault either, the ranked players suck. So there might be some truth to that. Either that or he's in your court. Either way, I love it.
Crazy. Like the last couple of times you've talked to me about it, John, like you were getting paired with like silvers or something.
Yeah, man. Like I don't understand the matchmaking. At the very least, at least when I'm solo queuing, right? Like I understand if I have a team, right, and I have somebody that is a lower rank or a higher rank, why it would be so wide. But if I'm just playing by myself, how on earth? Like even in that game, I'm glad you brought that up, Devyn. I had a silver in my team on my team. Why?
Unacceptable.
Why?
Not cool.
And you know, I feel bad, right? Because it's like, not to be that guy of like, hey, you're silver, so you're subhuman or anything like that. But it's just like, genuinely, they could have a better experience than the one they're about to have. And same 100%. For me. You know what I mean? Like
that's why matchmaking exists the way it does. You want to play on your skill level.
Exactly. Like you want to be matched up with people that you're going to be able to compete with. Now, to the silver's credit, he did good. Like he actually did phenomenal. Like for being in the lobby that he was in, he wasn't the one that walked off the map either. But you know, it's just I don't understand. I don't understand like the matchmaking if I'm solo queuing. I feel like that's when it should be at its most perfect.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. There's nothing to sway the algorithm one way or the other.
Right.
Like, come on now.
Like it's just little old me. You know.
Well, John, I'm sorry for your loss, but we do have to take a quick pause because we have to get down to our collective quench.
I feel better though. I'm res. I'm res.
You feel better about it? The catharsis
ranting. Yes. The ranting about it is good. You know, I'm fine. I'm okay.
I love to hear it. Everybody grab your cup. Make sure you have something to drink. Grab yourself a cup or mug or glass, a tankard, chalice or stein, a canteen, jug or flask, or a vessel of any kind. Fill it with your favorite liquid. Today's liquid is good old H2O on my end. Lift them up high, say it loud, say it proud. Umbrella fight, our circle tight. We shine together in the night with laughter loud and spirits in sync. Raise up your glass, and now we drink.
We drink.
Oh, man.
Dude, like that hit.
Yeah, that was actually fire. When I just
drank water, bro. Like
I'm dehydrated. Very clearly.
That was really good.
Yep. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get down to brass tacks, shall we, gentlemen? Let's talk about some Vidya.
What do we want to start first this week?
Well, I would like to know what you've been playing. It sounds like, John, besides your Overwatch adventures, What else has been on your docket? You've been digging into anything interesting, anything old, anything new, any more Half-Life?
So I did dabble in some Half-Life a bit this week.
Heck yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Thought I had to burp, but I didn't.
Thank
So
goodness.
I've been playing a little bit of Half-Life, and I can't get over how good it feels. Like I kind of hopped in purely to kill, if that makes
Oh,
sense.
yeah.
Like it was like I had a little bit of downtime, and I was like, man, like I just want to click on alien heads right now.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because I'm in a part of the game where most of the enemies that I'm fighting are these new, kind of species that have entered our world. There was a really cool part where I got to control a tank and like
Heck yeah.
just absolutely mow down these extraterrestrials. And just something about the simplicity, which by the way, how does Gordon know how to operate a tank? I'm not going to worry about it. It's his business. But for him to be able to just jump on and just start just like, literally like just shooting down, like more power to him. More
Oh,
power
for
to
sure.
him.
For sure.
But no, I've been having a lot of fun. There's a new, it's almost kind of like an alien tank that I ran into, but it's kind of like alive. Not really quite sure what the name of this new mob is, but it kind of hurts. Like it killed me because I did not take it seriously. I was riding the tank high, so I was kind of cocky, and it mowed me down pretty good.
Yeah, that'll happen. New mobs are like that sometimes.
Yeah, but that's a bit of Half-Life I've played. And the other thing that I've been playing is I started a new character on Cyberpunk.
Sweet.
Just because. But I am making a point to play this character entirely different than I have played Cyberpunk before.
Okay. If there's any methods that you have left to play, I mean, you're
Right,
Mr. Cyberpunk.
there is one big one. So
melee only.
For me, I was very like the way I would build my Cyberpunk character, my Cyberpunk V, is just absolutely like chromed out to the gills. Like I had a send devs, like I was just a tank, like I was unkillable. Like I would there's a perk you can get where if you're on fire, you do double damage. So I used to literally just throw fire grenades at my feet and just like run in like a madman and just start punching. But now what I'm doing the complete opposite of that. I'm actually playing as a corpo female V, and I'm a hacker only. I'm pure net running. I have like no strength. I have like no, like I only hack. And what's been cool is like they completely reworked how hacking used to be when the game first came out. In my opinion, it kind of sucked hacking when the game first came out. It was just much. It wasn't as efficient.
Wait, so like your primary mode of damage dealing is just hacking fools from a distance.
Correct.
Whoa, that sounds like a fun way to play.
Yes. So I literally, for example, I was playing some gigs today on my lunch, just doing some side stuff, and there was a gig I picked up where I had to like kill some dude. Horrible person. He was essentially like kidnapping. He was kidnapping prostitutes and like torturing and doing evil things to them, and then recording them in the form of BDs and then selling them on the black market.
I think I know that. I think I know that mission.
Yes. His name is Jotaro, and but here's how I killed him. I didn't fire a single bullet. I completed that mission from the comfort and safety of my car. I parked my car. I remoted into a camera. I then cycled through all of the cameras until I found him in his office, and then hacked his Chrome so where he short-circuited and died. And then I drove away.
Oh my God.
I
have to play this method. John, you're like selling me on this, okay? I'm serious. Like some of the fun of a game is role playing a specific role, like, and just, leaning into its strengths, leaning into its weaknesses, whatever. But that sounds like if played correctly, a straight power fantasy. Like,
dude,
outside the universe looking in, just put the finger of God goes, nope, this guy's dead.
literally like smited. And it's funny because like, you know, from a technical background, you know, and studying cybersecurity, I have to like what's it? It's suspension of disbelief.
Sure.
Is that what that term is called? But it
Yeah.
is so funny because like I'm thinking to myself as I'm like hacking these cameras, like I'm just like, wow, like blue team doesn't exist here. Like I was just, like I was like, bro, like who said, like in my mind, I'm just like, wow, like this was free. You know what I mean? Like it was really funny. Like I even thought to myself, like I was like, you know, just like I thought of Devyn because I was just like, dude, like if I could do this like IRL, oh man, I would ruin Devyn's day.
Oh my
You know,
God. Can you imagine?
like it's pretty funny though. Like, but one of the things that's cool is because I guess I had never, now that I'm doing it, right, I think about it a little more, is that the characters of Cyberpunk, like all the people, they're like part computer, right? They have, you know, parts inside of them. And you know, it raises the question of like, wow, imagine you're just going about your day and you just get hacked and you just die and you'd never know. Like
Yeah.
you off switch.
Oh man. That's
No, it's kind of
ooh,
crazy.
that's like creepy.
Yes, but another thing that's nuts is that with that build that I'm doing, it's like, dude, I can be so lazy. I literally don't have to. For example, like if I'm sometimes when you complete these gigs, the faction, like the gang that you just utterly destroyed, will chase after you. You can hack the cars and just make them blow up. Like I can
That's
just
amazing.
say like, hey, your engine explodes. Or like I can also like turn on the emergency brake so their car just stops. Like they can't drive. And I just keep going.
So this turns into like mega stealth game, right?
Dude, yes. Like, and you're just good. Now, and the drawback of that is that like my V is extremely weak. Like
Oh yeah.
if
Glass
somebody
cannon.
runs, yeah, no, if somebody runs up on me, I'm cooked.
Yeah,
But
you're toast.
but you know, no, hey, the idea is that nobody ever would, right?
Right.
So it's pretty cool playing the game that way because I'm experiencing it in a different way.
Yeah.
So that's been
How
fun.
do like boss battles end up working? Because like you're kind of stuck in some scenarios. Have you gotten into any of those types of squabbles where you're like confined to a space and you have to
Yeah,
kill
I was
someone?
totally thinking the
Yes.
same thing.
I've got into one and it wasn't a very hard boss, but pretty much what I can do is like what makes a boss scary is that typically when you're fighting a boss, they are chromed out to the gills. So they have a sandy, they can go invisible, you know, they
Yeah.
have mantis blades, they have the whole kit and caboodle. I can just make that not work.
Whoa.
I can just say no, actually you can't do that. You're a normal person now.
Dang.
So
And
I could just picture like the boss that I'm thinking of is that first one that you get. You go and visit those guys that have like the one eye, the metal face dudes. What are they called?
Maelstrom.
Maelstrom. That's right. So you go and visit Maelstrom and you steal the little spider drone. And then when you're trying to exit the building, you have that guy that's like, I've got a rocket launcher and I am a flamethrower and I'm going to do all this stuff. And I can totally see it like, no, I don't want to deal with, not anymore. Not today, sir.
No. And so what's cool is that so early game is what really makes it really broken is you can queue up hacks, right? So you can queue these things in succession. So like I turn off their cyberware and then right after they short circuit, right? You can do stuff like that. And as you build out that build more, it gets to a point where you can queue up to like 4 different quick hacks in one go, and you can just absolutely shred people. There's certain quick hacks that can spread to other enemies, so you can literally have like a virus type scenario where if there's like 5 people in a room, I hack one guy and it spreads a contagion, and they all like throw up and die.
Oh my God.
This sounds like a comedy game at that point, you know. This
Dude,
is
yeah, like I'm just like, It's and like there is an aspect that the game does to defend against that, is that the typically anytime you're doing anything where you're in a gig or a mission or whatever, they're gonna have also hacking people. Like they're gonna have net runners to defend. They do have kind of a blue team, and what's
Sure.
interesting, the way the game does it is that when anytime you enter a building, anytime you enter a place that is like belonging to a gang or a faction, you're actually walking into their subnet. They have a full subnet built out in each location, depending on what they are. So they can actually detect and trace when quick hacks are done inside of their subnet. So
Okay.
if I do one willy nilly, they can track it. And then if I keep spamming it, they'll know where I am and they can hack me back.
They have IDS. Let's go.
Yes. So
Yep.
now what you can do though is that if you find the net runner first and take him out, you're good. The rest is free. But they can be a little harder to find for obvious reasons. There's a bit of an element to it, but for the most part, man,
I have to
dude,
play this. Oh
yeah,
my god.
it's a different. It turns into a different game.
Yeah.
It turns
Yeah, it sounds
into
completely
a
different.
game. Yeah.
So when I was playing Cyberpunk most recently, I don't just love it's not bad. I want to be very clear. I don't love the gun combat. It's fine. It's it's actually pretty good. But I can just it seems like the way that my typical approach to I guess you would call this like an immersive sim, for lack of a better word. Back in the day, there's a game called Deus Ex. I'm sure I've talked about it many times. There's multiple approaches for each mission. You can hack a bunch of stuff. You can go in with like a grenade launcher. You can go in with silenced pistols. I have a very specific stealthy way to play that entire game. I get through nearly all of it without having to use anything big. It's all the silenced pistol, and nobody ever knows that I'm there. I'm just taking people out one by one. And now that you're talking about it in this context, and I know that it's possible, I have to go back and I'm going to spin up a corpo, which actually is great because I haven't played the corpo route yet. I did the contraband iguana intro, which was great.
Yeah.
Great
Hilarious.
Yeah, so funny.
Hilarious.
But I'm gonna definitely give that a try, John. You sold me on it.
No, yeah, it's a lot of fun because again, I typically like my V was gonna walk up in there and you're gonna wonder why you can't kill me as I just mercilessly slaughter to my heart's content.
You
And
took
now
away
it's
their
like
bending.
right, and now it's just the complete opposite of that.
Incredible. I love a game that you can bend to your will, but in different ways, and it increases the replayability tenfold when there's multiple ways to do things. And even something like a Dark Souls, all of the weapons have such different methods of madness that an Uchigatana player is going to struggle a little bit maybe with a dagger style play, or even like switching over in Dark Souls 3 to playing just an all magic build. It's like an entirely new game, completely different mind frame that you have to be in. Yeah, which makes it great. That's one of the cornerstones of a great game is replayability, being able to do things differently than you did last time.
Yeah, no, for sure. Dark Souls is a good one at that. Like I remember first playing it, I was rocking the Black Knight Great Axe, just a strength build.
There you go.
I remember playing it when I did like a plus, like I changed my build a little bit, and I was doing a Chaos Dagger build. So it was like I was just like backstabbing people to hell, and that was really fun.
Oh yeah, a lot of fun there. Speaking of Souls, I dipped my toes back into the old Elden Ring.
Yes.
Oh, let's go.
You forget when you don't play it for a long time, you forget how clean that game is. Like even Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 is amazing. It's my favorite. I have the weirdest hierarchy of best Souls games, and of the Souls series, it's 3, 2, 1. Like, sorry, not sorry. I don't pull any punches on that one. But 3 is still kind of like, it's not janky, but it is janky. It has just enough. But man, the optimization of Elden Ring is unparalleled in their catalog. It's so clean. And then on top of that, there's a bajillion and one bosses, a bajillion and one enemies. You get a freaking horse. What can double jump? I mean,
Yeah.
the list
Yes.
goes on. It is a stellar game. It's a 10 out of 10 for sure. But I hadn't played it in probably a couple of years even.
Mhm.
And just coming back into it, I realize that if you don't use it, you lose it, guys.
Yes.
That son of a gun with that gold armor up front, the tree sentinel.
Pre-Sentinel, bro.
And I'm stubborn, guys. Okay, I'm stubborn.
No, like it's an
No,
optional boss.
yeah.
No, it's not. It's
No,
not an optional
Yeah, you
boss.
put it there in front of me. You clearly don't think I can take it on,
Yeah.
which now I have to prove you wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm using it as a warm up. I did circumvent it to kind of go like do something else for a little bit. But there was one specific boss I went for, and he's not really even a boss. You know those ever jails. There's that one with the dude. What has the? It's one of the first ones in the lower right hand corner of the map. But anyway, I went over there and I killed that guy because I needed to get my chops back up. So Tree Sentinel's next, and you're right. Like that opening area, don't skip the Tree Sentinel. It's a what do they call that? A skill check. He's a skill check.
For
Do you
sure.
like Souls games or not? That's the question.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
And frankly, he's not that hard per se, but it does remind you, hey, this is a certain set of moves, and you need to know them, because if you don't, you're done. You're toast.
You got to adapt.
Absolutely. And I went in with a samurai build this time. I don't remember what I used to do. Probably just one of the standard vagabond type things. But I went in with the samurai build, and I'm really liking this Uchigatana right out of the gate. It's
dude,
sick.
it's great blade.
Incredible
They just
moveset.
give it to you, bro.
Bro, that is so true. Yeah, so I got into that. And, ooh, let me show you something. As you guys know, I'm a dad, and I'm 40 now. I got me a brand new teal. This is like iridescent. That's the word I want. It's like an iridescent teal
Nice.
PlayStation 5 controller. I think the DualSense controller, guys, might be the best controller on the market for my money. I think it's incredibly good feeling. The analog sticks feel nice and smooth. I like the big pad in the middle. That's cool. That's a touch pad. You can like kind of lightly touch and move the mouse around if you really want to. And now that PlayStation Accessories, it's an app that exists on Windows. You just plug it in and it works. It just
works.
goes. It's amazing. Hollow, you have this one too? Yeah. Hollow Attorney in chat has the same controller. Hell yeah. It's sick as hell.
Let's go.
And this is my dedicated PC controller for now. I assume the kids are going to be like, let's play something on the PlayStation, which I'm not going to say no to that. Somebody says, let's play games. I'm going to play games. But yeah, it's this, P controller indeed, Hollow. So that was my first foray into using my new controller. I thought, what better reason to get a nice feeling analog stick set than a Souls game, and Elden Ring was just right there. So that's been on my docket. And I guess if you guys want to also talk about my ongoing obsession, we actually can talk a little bit about Doom Wad of the Week. Doom Wad of the Week.
Yes.
I want to mention this particular Doom Wad. I actually tried to capture some footage of it, but then I realized that the guys that are making it may not want that out just yet. It's still in alpha. It's called Imping. I'll put the link in the description for this episode of the podcast on both YouTube and Spotify. But this particular wad is called Imping 2. It's the second one. And the gimmick is really great. It's literally every map has to be 99% imps and mostly use the rocket launcher. So literally you're just rocket launchering down thousands of imps and in big giant piles. And it's both fun, cathartic, and hilarious because people get super duper creative with it. And the one, I'll link it in the YouTube description. You can use DSDA Doom or something like that. this is the first compilation of maps that I got to participate in. Map number 4 is my map. I made it. So when
Let's
I played
go.
through it, I the MIDI I selected is in there. It's like this big spiral of imps. There's 2,143 things to kill on that map. So you get a big, lots of explosions, lots of blood and guns. And I've been testing that out this week, checking out all the other beautiful levels that people have made. And guys, nothing will put you in your place more than trying to map something in Doom for the first time and then seeing what everybody else creates. It's like staggering how creatively bankrupt I am. You know?
Wow.
And some of these guys they just make such clever looking maps and really just pretty architecture all over the place. And I hope to get there someday. But until then, I'll just make my big fat spiral. So my map is a big spiral that goes to the center. And then, you know, the lights get all flickery the more towards the center you get. And then it teleports you to a nightclub. It's like a big giant dance floor full of imps. It's kind of hilarious. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. Elden Ring and Doom. And I mean, what more do you need, really?
That's it. I was
What
going
more
to
do you
say
need?
that rounds you off, my friend. That's
yeah. You got a Souls
good
game? You got
deal.
a first person shooter? Done. What about you, Devyn? Devyn?
My man, it has been an interesting week. We played this game called, I don't know if you guys know it. It's called Mecha Chameleon.
Brother, I'm seeing Mecha Chameleon everywhere right now.
Yeah, dude, it is fun. It's friend slop, bro. But it is
Totally.
it is so damn good. It's like
He said friend slop.
Friend slop.
I feel like ooh, wait, did we coin that? Who? No.
We
someone
did.
on,
I think there was.
I did not coin.
We didn't
did
coin
not
it, but I
coin
know
this,
we've
but I brought
said
it
it.
to our table. I brought
Yes,
it to
we
our
said
table.
I think like there was a game that came out that made us like accept the
I
term,
adopted.
and we were like, "This is friend slop."
Yes.
It's RV there yet is the one.
Yes, it was that
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
Yes, that was
It's
the
friend
line.
slop. Literally just traveling in an RV across the country. That's friend slop. 1,000% friend slop.
Love that crap.
And
Anyway,
then Peak, of course, is the most was the most popular. But Mecha Chameleon, for those who aren't familiar with it, Devyn, go ahead and give a brief synopsis of the gameplay, if you wouldn't mind.
It's basically hide and seek video game form, kind of prop hunt style, if you will, except instead of morphing into different objects, you paint yourself to match, where you're hiding. So you just kind of blend in with the environment. Depending on how your painting skills are, it can be really hard or really easy. I will say the controls are at first really difficult to adapt to. It's not one of those games that you kind of jump into and you're like, oh, clearly this is how you do it. It took me several rounds to start feeling more and more familiar. It's kind of clunky. But the game loop is super fun because it's genuinely there's so many different ways you can kind of play it where you can kind of go we coined a couple of terms, but basically I'm gonna take the dub hiding place. I'm going to win. I'm going to hide really, really well and you will not find me. And then there's the fun places that you're just going to try to hide and see if you can get away with the shenanigan of that particular spot. And both is an absolute blast to do because you're trolling either way. You're getting to kind of mess with the person that's hunting you down. And every once in a while your character will whistle. You can set the parameter for how often they do that. And it's just to kind of reveal, if it's too difficult to find everyone or it's taking too long, it'll automatically
That's
whistle.
really clever.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the idea is that it kind of gives you spatial awareness of kind of the direction that they're in. And so then you can kind of search more in that area rather than, wasting your time in a room where clearly there's no one at. But yeah, it's it's one of those video games that barrier to entry, other than the awkward adoption of controls, which again, it doesn't require you to be quick. So it's more about, it's just not intuitive it's not that it's difficult. It's not that you can't play the game because of it. It's just not intuitive. It's not good. They just would have to refine it a little bit better.
Sure.
And some of it is because there's not really another game like it. You're not opening up MS Paint in any other video game that I know of. That's essentially what you're doing in that game. Is you get some MS Paint going and you start drawing on your little model and blend into whatever background it is, and you can sit there and get like insanely detailed. And that's like a really fun aspect of it. As you're hidden, you have a timer, and so we set it. We kind of upped it quite a bit to like 170 seconds that you had to go hide and paint yourself, and it's still not quite enough, depending on how detailed you want to get. And so then, even once the person's hunting you down, you could theoretically move, or you can continue to paint yourself and kind of refine your hiding spot essentially by getting more detailed with the painting that you're doing on your character. And it's one of those where you can get kind of lost just trying to like mirror match where you're standing or crouched behind or whatever the silly position that you're in. You get lost in it. And like, it scared the crap out of me because the hunter has a shotgun, and I was locked in to my painting. I'm sitting there getting so fine detailed and like working through all the kinks, and just right behind my head, like I'm not even looking, right behind my head, shotgun. Ooh. Scared the hell out of me.
So fun.
Yeah, dude, it's just, again, it's a friend slot game. So barrier to entry is really low. You can play with everyone. Everyone's going to be able to kind of enjoy it to their own capacity, because you can do spots that are as easy as like just paint yourself a dark color. And then you have spots that, I painted myself as a slab of meat, and you have all the fat, grains within the meat that I was trying to match. And like, it gets really like, you can get pretty damn detailed. But yeah, it's super fun. I had a blast playing that. Yeah.
And stuff like that is really great because A, it's easy to pick up and understand, and B, it's $8, like $7. It's a freaking steal. What?
Bro, to go play with your friends for I played that. I've only played 2 sessions, and I've put 3.6 hours already on that game. And like, amazing game sessions, like absolutely phenomenal game sessions.
Yeah.
Both times were just a blast with both groups that I played with 2 different groups, and both groups were, it was super fun. It's one of those where definitely the more people you get, the more fun it's going to become, as any friend slop game is. That's the objective, is to have as many people as possible. So I'm hoping soon I can get enough people, like probably like 10 people. If I can get 10 people to play, oh man, dude, it's going to be freaking awesome. There's a game mode called Infection, and it's kind of like, if you're unfamiliar with like the game, like it's kind of like hide and seek, where if you grab someone, then they now are searching for everyone else. And so with like a large group, I can imagine that's just going to be pure chaos, right? You're going to have 10 people hiding everywhere. You're going to have a guy searching and finding everyone. And as you find it, it's just going to become insane. You have the whistles going off everywhere.
So when you get found, are you like out?
So it depends. It depends on the game mode. So the infected game mode, you turn into a hunter if you get found.
Ooh, okay.
So then you are helping, and you don't know where anyone else is at when you're in the hiding phase. If you're playing that game mode, the other players are hidden from you.
Oh, that's
so you
good.
Can't see.
That's perfect.
So, and then there is the other game mode where it's just one person. They hunt the entire time and see if they can find everyone. I would say that game mode is good when there's less people. The infected game mode is better whenever, I would assume, whenever there's more people, simply because there's going to be so many people you have to find that it's probably just going to be easier to have that kind of search crew multiply as you go through the game.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, very fun game though. I 100% recommend it. It is worth the what, $7 that they're charging for
like
it.
$6,
dude. Without
Crazy.
a doubt, go pick up that game. Go play it with some friends. Enjoy that game, because you will. It is a simple game, and everyone wants to play it. It's like it's appealing to a lot of people. It doesn't, you don't have to be an artist. You don't have to be that good at drawing. I will say that there's like little techniques that you can do. You'll kind of figure out as you're painting your character. Like I'm not super good at drawing, but what I figured out is like the more that the more time that you spend just throwing color onto your character to make it look more natural. Like, so you'll just take like other random colors from the palette that you're hiding from. Because you can like copy from the textures and color that you're sitting in front of. So you can just like say, hey, I want, I'm standing in front of a brick wall. Let me grab a particular color off of that brick wall.
It's the eyedropper.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Photoshop
exactly
or whatever. Like,
yes, literally that. So you eyedrop in, and you just keep doing that, and you just keep doing that, and the more and more you add, the better you kind of blend in. Even if you're not super artistic, I'm just like slapping paint on there, dude, just with the fine brush. And eventually you just start blending. You become camo, like quite literally. It looks kind of like camo. Fantastic technique. Doesn't require artistic talent at all. But
it sounds like a blast.
Man, I'm telling you, a lot of laughing because there's this other aspect that I think they did just fantastic at. It's kind of a cheat in terms of an indicator if you're close to someone, but on the left-hand panel of your character, as well as anyone in a match, you're going to have this like scoreboard, and you're going to gain points as a person who's hiding. Whenever the hunter is looking, can see, basically you're in their line of sight. So if you're in their line of sight, there's going to be points that are generating underneath your name. So it kind of turns into this game of like, okay, you're getting freaking points. Like this person's getting points. I know I'm close to you, but where the hell are you? I can't see you. And clearly I'm looking right the hell at you. And so it can kind of get like, not frustrating, but you're like, holy shit, like, where are you? And
that's
then,
amazing.
Yeah. It's a super good aspect of the game. It kind of brings in that like taunting of, oh, like, where am I? Like, yeah, almost got me. Oh no. And you can just sit there and troll. Again, it's one of those games I like to call that type of a game. It's one of those feel good games. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to have fun.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those for sure.
Yeah. So definitely look at it. Definitely play it if you're a friend slop enjoyer.
Heck yeah. It sounds like a blast. Can't wait to I think I'm gonna pick that one up. Whenever you do like another match, give me a shout. I'll let you know when I do pick it up.
Oh, will do. The I also played another friend slop Repo. We touched into that one a little bit. Dude, pick that one back up. Dude, we got our asses kicked. I don't know what they did. I think they increased the difficulty or something of it, or maybe I just haven't played in a long time, but we all got clobbered, dude. Off rip, we barely made it through the front door. And we just got beamed down by some crazy laser beam launcher character. I don't know what the hell happened. Instant death. Took it to like less than 60 seconds. We all died. And then next round, we made it through the first round and then died in the second round. Yeah, that was ridiculous. I think they've made a lot of improvements into that game. If you haven't played it in about maybe a year or so, definitely probably worth picking back up and trying out, because I think they've made a ton of improvements. They've put some TLC into it.
That's good to hear. I like when a game is developing. It's also still in early access, and I just popped open Steam real quick. That sucker's on sale for $6.50. I mean,
oh, wow, yeah.
That's cheaper than that's cheaper than lunch today.
Yes.
So if you get an hour out of a $6.50 game, like, you don't necessarily have to measure dollars to hours, but if you did, it's a deal.
That's right. That's right.
And cheeseburgers get dissolved and go away. Repo is forever. You own that game now. So,
hey man, just skip lunch for a day. You know what I mean?
You good to go.
It won't kill you.
Skip Torchies.
Yep. Just do a PB&J.
Never.
You can get both of those games if you play your cards right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so something I really like about those games is that don't get me wrong, I love Doom, I love Elden Ring, I love the intensely violent video games, but there's something about something that's not violent and is just going for fun, that I just love that it's popular. I love that is an exciting thing, because for a long time, of course, you've got your Counter Strikes and your Quake multiplayer back in the early days, but everybody's just shooting each other all the time. And while there are different flavors of shooting each other, they're still at the core, everybody shoot everybody. And maybe Mecha Chameleon has a shooty aspect to it, but really it's the mechanism for "ha, I found you."
Yep.
So it's not necessarily I'm trying to kill you. You're just I found the part of the brick wall that is human shaped.
Yes.
And that's it. You're toast.
That's it. You're doomed. Yeah, there's a little bit of like trolling that you can do, kind of running around for a second, but you're not going to last very long. They made sure to make it simple enough to where that shotgun's going to take them out. You can only miss so many shots in a row on that game,
sure.
and you'll land your target. Doesn't matter who you are.
I think keeping things open like that, and decidedly less violent, but if you're not, I'm not saying that you need to keep things less violent, but when you do, it opens up the door for so many more people to play, because there's a certain slice of gamers that are good with shooting people. And I feel like the slice of gamers that don't want to shoot people, like in a Call of Duty or something, plus the folks who just want to play hide and seek, it's like double the audience. So it's great that fun is being sought after, but also B, the audience is wider. And for a game like that, and where multiple people really amps up the amount of fun that is being had by everybody, it's super perfect. Smart.
Yeah. I think that's the beauty of the friend slap genre in general. I love that game. The barrier to entry is, I think, the number one thing that makes them super fun. Lethal Company did that, I think, really, really well. Repo did that maybe arguably better to some degree. They definitely made it a little more interesting, but barrier to entry is definitely low. Peak was Peak was
peak.
Yes, it was no pun intended, another level. It was like this game that had such a crazy appeal to it. Same with Mecha Chameleon, dude. It was not me that wanted to play that game first, out of the friend group. It was actually like, I know Macy was getting it all over her TikTok page. Like we saw it, we're like, oh my gosh, like this is all over the place. And then I had another friend was like, hey, y'all want to play this? And of course, like it's all over TikTok. Everyone's enjoying this game, and it's reaching out to crowds that, they're not playing video games like that. They're not like big heavy gamers, but they'll play the friend slop. They'll play those just fun group games with everybody.
Absolutely.
I love that crap.
I think my favorite type of friend slap game is a common goal friend slap. Peak is the prime example. We have a common goal of getting to the top of this mountain. Everybody matters. We're trying to make sure all of the people get there. And it's just, it taps into a human tribal aspect. It's like a primal feeling. The tribe is here. These 4 people, I have to look after these other 3 folks that are with me, because they're part of the core group of people. And I think it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun, and it like causes you to get invested in a way that a lot of other games don't, because you have your team and you're trying to get to the objective. But even if everybody gets killed in say, like, a small battlefield skirmish, one guy can still advance and obtain the objective. Whereas in a peak, the objective is everybody. We're trying to, that guy fell into a hole. Shoot, we got to rescue him. All right, everybody drop what you're doing. Let's figure this out.
Yeah.
And it's really great. Good stuff.
Yeah, making me want to go play Peak again. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a blast. Well, if you guys don't have anything else to discuss as far as games you're currently playing, we probably got some news to talk about.
We sure do.
Yeah, we do.
I want to know what John thinks about something in particular. There's the big 2 bullet points that I'll bring to the table. Let's talk about Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna throw this one out here because, John, I know how excited you are about Grand Theft Auto 6, but some of the decisions that Rockstar has made about A, the pricing, and B, gated content based on what edition you have really, really, really rubs me the wrong way. Like, really, really, I hate it.
Yeah, I have a lot to say.
Yeah. So if you guys aren't aware, the price point for Grand Theft Auto 6, the standard edition, is $80. On top of this, they're not releasing a disc version until some months later, literally some months, quote unquote. On top of this, there are content within the game, which I imagine is it's probably cosmetic only, but there are certain stores in the game, such as tattoo shops and clothing outlets, that are only accessible when you purchase the Ultimate Edition, which is $100.
100.
We're here, guys. It arrived. November 19th, I believe, is the release date. That is the day that gaming changes forever.
Forever.
We have $80 games on the table. And I have some thoughts about this because I'm not necessarily completely opposed to the $80 game idea in this one scenario. Here, and the reason that I would let this one game slide. Yes, hella stupid indeed. I would let Rockstar slide on this one game because they have proven themselves to put out quality material at lower price points. Couple that with the amount of time that they have spent making this game, literally a decade.
And millions upon millions upon millions of dollars.
I think it's $1 billion is their budget for this game. One game, 7,000 people came together to make one single game at the cost of $1 billion with Rockstar's pedigree. Okay, you haven't sold me on $80 games, but this seems like an event, if that makes sense. It doesn't seem like it's just a game. It's an event. It's a cultural touchstone.
Yes.
Amped up to the next level, the next logical iteration from Grand Theft Auto 5. That said, can another game studio do this and get by with selling me an $80 video game? Not in a million years. Never.
No. Maybe CD Projekt Red. Maybe.
I hope it's clear that it's like a multimedia experience that they're selling you.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to have the quality and content that you would expect when you slam down your $80 on the table. But if you're going to try and sell me things like The Last of Us 2 or even a God of War sequel that doesn't have Kratos in it for $80, you could never convince me to do that. It's just not possible because we made fun of it last time when you hire Jack Quaid and have him dance in a box for the mocap. Like, you didn't need to spend that money. Rockstar needed to spend this particular amount of money to make this product probably what it's going to be. And I'm still skeptical about it. But, here we are. It's going to be a thing. I don't think I'm going to buy it at $80. I can't justify that within my own life. A lot of people, a million and billion people are going to buy this thing. So they will make their money back, guaranteed. No question.
Yep.
So what's the thought? Because as a dramatic example, if you've ever looked at Escape from Tarkov, they have a $50 edition of the game, but they also have a $250 edition of the game.
They do.
I don't like that either.
And this and specifically what it does is it's kind of it's a pay to win is realistically what it is. It's a pay to win. It brings in a ton of quality of life that allows you to advance faster in the game, so that you can get more equipment, you can hold more ammunition, you can kind of better craft your character, you can get items quicker to be able to upgrade your stuff, and so it's a way that you can advance faster than other players whenever a season begins. and to kind of get ahead of things. You're going to get bonus experience or something like that. It's kind of ridiculous. But it also doesn't entirely kill the game. So for that $50 edition, you can still do everything that they can do technically. It's just going to be more work. If that makes sense.
Well, I have an opinion on this, but I also don't want to monopolize the conversation. So, I mean, what do you think about it, Devyn? What do you think about a $50, $100, $250 version of a singular video game?
So I don't like the barrier of entry increasing. This is my point to that is the barrier to entry into Tarkov is $50. And I think that's actually very obtainable for most people. That's around the pricing that I think the market really would like, but maybe it can bear more, and that's kind of what's happening. But it also has the ability to, let's say this is like the only game you play, because people get that obsessed about games. And, like I was in League, like it was like that's all I played. And when you then like I have two friends who have the $250 edition and it was because they have put like thousands of hours into this game, like thousands. And they really, really love the game. So when they look at it, they go, okay, so you played World of Warcraft for how long, and how much subscription time did you pay into that game, and how many expansions did you purchase of that game? Yeah, I just paid $250 one time. I'm done, and I have everything that I need. And I was like,
the experience is better from what you're saying.
Correct. So it's like they get a better version of their game because they spend so much time in it. They're they're willing to invest it because they put that much time into it. So they are kind of looking at it from a time per cost value overall. What I don't like about the GTA situation is it brings that baseline up, which makes it difficult for the entry level person to get in. Someone who maybe doesn't have the $80, who really wants the game. Maybe they stretch themselves too far and purchase a game they probably shouldn't have, right? And that's the situation it puts people in, is like, hey, they've been waiting for how long to play this game, and maybe they don't have the $80 to be able to do it. And I hate that. I don't like that. I guess times are tough, maybe, and $80 seems like a lot of money, and some people may not be able to swing that. And it sets this precedent to where that can then start locking other people out of other games, right? Where it becomes, like everyone's saying, the norm, this new baseline of video game pricing for AAA titles, where it's acceptable to say, hey, if you even want to touch our game, $80 off rip, nothing less. We don't take anything less than that. I don't know if I like that.
So I guess my response to that, I don't know if this is necessarily playing devil's advocate, but
yeah,
looking at Tarkov from the lens of resources. So the barrier to entry is $50 to play Tarkov. And then what resource are you spending? Time. And putting, hundreds of hours, thousands of hours sometimes playing this one video game.
Yeah.
You could easily do that with another $50 game or $60 game, but that game's going to end. So in theory, Tarkov is a better value for that $50. Now, I looked up the net worth of that studio. This is Battle State Games. It's kind of unclear how much they are worth per se, but it's somewhere in the ballpark of $50 million to $80 million, whether you're looking at gross or net. In the grand scheme of things, that's a fraction of what Rockstar spent making Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah.
So the thing that I like about I don't like that a game can cost $250, but I like Tarkov. I like Battle State Games approach. We think at least you should give us $50 to play this game because we spent our time and effort making it. But if you wanted to streamline the process, this one-time fee, not an ongoing microtransactional, like buy your life again, $1 here, $1 there, and suddenly you've spent $1,700 on a video game. This one-time fee of, hey, you have more money than you do time, but you still want to be able to see the later game content and or get to where you want to be. that doesn't taste so bad, I think, because
Right.
really it doesn't remove player agency from the choice. My agency says I spend $50 on it because my budget is X. This other person has a budget of Y, and so they say, you know what, I like this company and I want to make sure they're successful. I'm going to drop $250 on it, even though I don't really have to. And as a reward for supporting this game company more, I get more stuff. It's not perfect, but it's also not it doesn't change the precedent of video games in a way that is potentially misleading another subpar company into thinking they're allowed to charge $80 for a subpar product. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't disagree with Tarkov entirely. I wouldn't pay $250, but I also like that the option is there for somebody else who doesn't want to spend $250 to still access the game and have a good time. Should there be a free to play model? I don't know. Probably not. They made that decision. And then on the flip side, you have your Grand Theft Auto 6. There is a rumor, and I don't know what substance there is to this. I saw this floating around. There is a rumor that GTA 6 online will be free, sort of like a Call of Duty. What's that?
What they
Warzone.
did with 5.
Warzone. That's it. Yeah. So I don't know. If you're giving me an $80 story / sandbox to play in that you spent so much time putting effort into, but also allowing the people who don't have the money to play the online stuff with their friends.
Yeah, I mean,
don't know.
GTA Online is essentially an MMORPG. That's what it turned
100%.
into.
Absolutely.
So it's like I think two things can be true, right? I think that it's unfortunate that now a gaming company like Ubisoft and EA is going to look at this and say, "Well, Rockstar did it," but the problem with Ubisoft and EA is that their games suck.
Yeah.
The part about, and this is where it's like the other side of it, is that you'd be paying $80 for an experience that you won't get anywhere else. You'd be paying $80 for an experience that literally could never be replicated and never will be, and has the potential to be one of the greatest pieces of media and fiction in the last, I don't know, since whenever GTA 5 came out.
Sure.
And it's like, I'm not even like glazing. Like, that's just genuinely like, that's the potential. Like, that's
I would hope at $1 billion you're going to
Right.
be presenting something like that.
Like this will be something that will, because you know there's people that paid like $70 for you know, a game that shut down. There's people that paid $70 for a game that was locked at 30 frames a second. So it's like, people are already paying $70 for mid games today.
Yep. And Hollow Attorney said that in chat. Last time I did that, they shut down my favorite game.
Yep.
Hell yeah. That's absolutely a burned reason not to do this. But John, what you're saying is accurate.
The problem is that it's Rockstar. Like, and it's no glaze. It's Rockstar. You know, like people never stop playing GTA Online. People are playing that right now. As we speak, there are hundreds of thousands of players playing GTA Online across all platforms right now.
It's made $10 billion. That one game has made them $10 billion. So,
now, and like I said, it's like, you know, two things can be true, right? Like I wish it wasn't $80. I wish it was, but then again, it's like, what, it was going to be 70. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah,
that it's like, all right, like we're splitting hairs here to $10 difference.
Yeah, but you can boil a toad by raising the temperature by 1 degree every 5 minutes. So when are our toads cooked? Is it at $80? Is it at 90? How about 100? Why not?
So, and that's where it's like, all right, so people are going to pay $80 to get a minimum of 10 years of a game.
Yeah.
The value proposition there is fine. So
right, like, because it goes back to that we've talked about previously, is like, are you getting your money's worth in entertainment from the amount that you put in? Like, we use the example of Red Dead. I paid $60 for Red Dead. I put in, I think at this point, close to 80, 90 hours on the game. I made my money back in terms of hours. I bought GTA 5 when it came. Actually, I got it for free because Epic Games. But when I bought it on my Xbox, I paid full price for that game, and I proceeded to play GTA 5 for the. I played it last year.
Yeah,
Like is when I was playing GTA Online, and
It's quality.
it came free with my game.
yeah, for sure.
So I now and like the point is not lost on me that, again, if Ubisoft or EA had ever done a kind of release like this, it would be horribly like trash and dragged through the mud, and rightly so.
100%.
I think that people like are switching up on that stance because it's Rockstar. I guess it just goes to show the name that Rockstar has made for itself. It's kind of crazy that we're even getting the game. Like, I genuinely like the memes will be over. Like
Yeah.
the this happened before GTA 6. But no, $80 is a lot of money. It's like
So-
there's not really much you can say, you know what I mean, in defense of it, right? Like, you can break it down to a numbers conversation of, all right, what game that people have previously purchased for $70 had $1 billion put into it?
Yeah. True.
None. So it's like, what and there's nothing else to compare GTA to, right? It's kind of in its
It stands
own
alone.
it's in its own realm. And like, that's where going back to the other gaming companies are going to look at this, but it's like other gaming companies don't have a GTA, so it's like no one's going to buy your $80 game. I don't think anybody in this room would buy an $80 Assassin's Creed game.
No.
I don't think anybody would do that. Right? Like, no shot at all.
I mean, Assassin's Creed Shadows got made fun of on its own merits, but imagine a multiverse in which Shadows costed $80.
$80.
They would never hear the end of it.
No.
It would be the nail in their coffin, but somehow Rockstar is able to slip this by a little bit. And
right. And
don't get me wrong, there's plenty of noise about it.
oh yeah, there's huge discourse. And like the ultimate edition stuff, I can't lie, I was surprised at the reaction of that, because I feel like that's been around for decades now at this point, of there being exclusive content that you only have access to if you purchase this tier of the game. Now, it's all cosmetic. You can still walk into the stores, you just can't buy anything. So I mean, it'd be the same of if I pre-ordered this game, so I got this set of armor that nobody else can ever get. I mean, so like, I guess they just took it a step further in making that room like a store. But if it's cosmetic, then it's like, okay, I don't want to pay $20 for a better t-shirt or a tattoo that looks cooler. I highly doubt that there won't be just as cool stuff in the base game. So I guess if you want to pay an additional $20 for your Ultimate Edition face tat or whatever, like, go do that. But I don't know. Like, when I first saw the reaction, I thought it was something like gameplay wise or something that like, oh, you can't access this area of the map unless you shell out an additional $20. But if it's just cosmetic, then personally, I don't care.
That's a fair take.
I don't want to play GTA to buy a t-shirt. I don't want to play GTA to go to a store that only I have access to because I shilled out an extra $20. I want to play GTA because I want to play the dang story. I want to see what's up with Jason Lucia. I want to see where we go. I want to see Vice City. I want to experience the city. I want to play the game.
Yeah.
I don't care about I could care less about some, you can't go to your Ultimate store because you didn't buy the game. Haha. Okay.
And
so I'm in GTA. I'm in GTA 6. I'm playing it. I'm here. I'm driving, like that was a little to me like, okay, I mean, sure, I guess everyone is entitled to an opinion.
I think a lot of people are standing on principle for that. It's not
sure.
It's not great. So
it's not a great place to be because it's like both things are true.
it's the slippery slope that I think people are worried about. What happens when Ubisoft says this game is $80 and for an extra $20 you can access the ending of the game? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that is something only Ubisoft would do.
Absolutely, they would do that.
I think it'd be studio.
You can
suicide if
beat
they
the
did that.
game, but you can only get the bad ending. The true ending is
Dude.
gated by $30.
Imagine.
I don't have to. It's going to happen. I just know it. It's going to happen at some point, and it wouldn't shock me if it was them. And so this is a devil's advocate stance, but I went to a movie recently with my two kiddos. We went and saw The Backrooms.
Nice.
Great movie, by the way.
Yeah,
Excellent
that was a great movie.
Oh, you went and saw it?
Yes, I did.
Dude, it's hella good. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Which I love. My kids and I, we really love bizarre horror, like other makes you feel uneasy kind of horror. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me
They
wrong,
get
there's
good at
room
that.
for slashers and psychological horrors and thrillers or whatever. But the unknown is the scariest thing in the world for me, and my kids really like it too. So anyway, what I'm getting at here is like this is a devil's advocate stance, but between the 3 tickets, and this was on a matinee. I bought 3 tickets and some goodies from the snack stand, and I spent $50 for 2 hours of entertainment for me and the kiddos.
Yeah.
So the question that invariably will be brought up with this sort of scenario wherein GTA 6 is $80, the question will be like, well, you spent $50 on 2 hours of entertainment. GTA 6 is potentially hundreds of hours of entertainment for only $30 more. The hour to money proposition here is astronomically better when it comes to GTA 6. So why does it get such flack? Is it only that other games costed less money? Or is it simply just the precedent that it's never been done before?
I think it has to be the precedent that the people are scared of, because I think we're all in agreement to say that it genuinely today's age, in terms of cost of running a business, organization, whatever, that pricing is probably justified for Rockstar.
For
Right?
Rockstar.
For Rockstar, that's
for-
the very
for
key
Rockstar.
detail. For
Yes.
Rockstar.
But the suits at the other companies won't.
Correct.
They will
They-
choose to specifically put on blinders for that.
They made it 80.
They made it 80. They did it. They
Uh-huh.
broke the barrier. They
you
turned
can
the
make games
temperature
80.
up. Yeah, people
Mhm.
will do it. People will buy it if there's enough excitement about a game, which that's all marketing, and we can market, we can make people excited about this game, then we can charge $80. And I think that's what people are. I think more so, at least us, and we're scared, but I think the masses really probably feel the same way, truthfully, because everyone's excited about GTA 6. There's no one that's like, oh, I hate this. Like, I'm sure there's some haters out there, but like most people
Sure.
they understand what GTA is in terms of the titan in the industry. But it's just that precedent, that thing that we know the suits are going to take advantage of, and then make the rest of our lives more miserable with video games in terms of AAA titles, because they now have this for lack of a better way to explain it, they now have this gate that's been opened by Rockstar to increase their price.
They have
Pandora's
justification.
box.
Yes.
You know what I think Rockstar should do? It's probably not a great business decision, but what would be great is to see the company that charged $80 for their GTA 6 game make a different game, whether it's a new Red Dead or a new Bully or something, and spend a regular amount of money on it, and then put it out for $50 and say, look, we, as a sort of statement, like, hey, we spent $1 billion on this one game, and we really want to recoup the cost, and we want you guys to feel like, you're getting what we put into it's worth. Here's this other game that we didn't spend $1 billion on. Maybe we spent 80 million on or whatever, but it's only $50.
Right.
as a sort of statement like, hey, games don't need to cost this much, but this one game did because it's
Because
an
it's
event.
GTA. It's literally GTA. Come on.
It's
Yeah.
GTA.
Yeah.
It's
And-
GTA.
And the thing about GTA that is going to be lost on the other suits in the other companies, you don't have the cultural sway that Grand Theft Auto does. Grand Theft Auto made its mark, and because it has that chutzpah, that built-in base of expectation and familiarity, you can't charge that number of dollars for something else, anything else almost.
You couldn't, bro. And it's there's
Even
a
a
part
Call
of
of
me,
Duty, or even a Madden, even an NBA 2K.
yeah, like
Nope.
no,
Not going to
Like,
happen.
you know, and like there's a part of me that is like, the cynicism in me is like, well, we're here because of gamers. We're here because nobody voted with their wallet. We're here because everybody bought. Right? At the end of the day, the market can only bear what the market can bear. And the track record is that the market can bear $70 to $80 games. It can.
It's true.
It's
true.
been shown, right? Like, everybody was mad about $70 games. People bought the new Mario for $70.
Battlefield 6
I bought
was
Battlefield
$70.
for
Yeah.
$70.
Yep.
I bought this other game, like, we did this. At the end of the day, we used our money and we're like, yeah, this is more expensive. I'm going to buy it. So
Yeah,
how,
I mean, that's
like how can there not be how, I don't understand why people are so surprised when it's like, we did this, right? We showed them that they can.
It's true.
I mean, it's exactly, we used to to go crazy on microtransactions at the beginning of this podcast series, and it's one of those things that we can be frustrated about it, but in the same way, clearly it works. Clearly people purchase it, and it's not necessarily going anywhere. Maybe a slight adjustment to how people do it, just from like a fatigue of it. But yeah, people used their credit card. They used their money. They drained their bank account because they wanted skins. They wanted to, be microtransactioned.
Yes.
So what can you do if you're the suits and all of your analytical data, everything points to, they will give us money for this.
They paid more. They did it, guys. They paid for it. They bought it. They bought it.
Yeah.
We did this to ourselves.
Yeah, there is a level of that. And it's like, at the very least, it's like, people have previously paid $70+ for games that were terrible.
Yeah.
For games that nobody liked after they came out. At the very least, like we said, because it's Rockstar, because it's GTA, like, it can't miss. Now, that's the thing, right? Like, now Rockstar has put a bit of a hold to themselves, I'd say, in the fact that now this experience has to live up to $80 worth of money. It has to.
Yes.
It absolutely, like, it can't fail. If GTA 6 fails, it's over, right? I mean, it's just, I don't think it will, but if it does, I mean, it'd be massive. It would be a huge problem.
Yeah, there's no way it fails.
Won't fail. No,
There's
it
no
can't. It literally can't. People want it.
Yep.
People want it so bad.
On a monetary level, it's never going to fail. Of course, people are going to buy this just to see what Rockstar cooked.
Right. I mean, they've been
The other
10+ years now.
Yeah. What have you guys been doing the past decade? That's what people want to know. On a goodwill level, is there a possibility that it could fail? It's remote, but it's still there. Would people like this story?
Murphy's Law?
Yeah. If it can happen, it might. It's funny that y'all say that we did this to ourselves. The market's going to bear what it can on anything, not just video games.
Yeah.
And the thing that jumped into my head is this toy called the Squinky. Do you guys know what a Squinky is?
Bro, not a clue.
Not even a little bit.
Awesome. So back in 2008, I had my niece was born in 2008, and she loved Squinkies growing up. This was, I guess, it would have been around 2010 or 11 or so. Squinkies were like little toys you could buy. They're kind of like action figures, but they're about yay big, very, very tiny. And it's like a tiny soda cup from a fast food place, or a tiny fries, or a tiny burger. And they come in little sets. They don't do anything. But let me tell you how many Squinkies my brother bought for her. A boatload. So this little injected molded plastic nonsense thing blew up, and everyone was buying Squinkies. And you know what? I bet that company made a lot of money selling injected mold plastic tiny fries and tiny burgers and tiny soda cups, because you know what? That's what the market would bear. And we stupid people bought it. We
Sure
ate
did.
it. We ate it up. So you're absolutely right. If you don't want this to happen,
Don't buy it.
don't buy it. Don't buy it. And that's
Yeah.
okay. And you know what? With the number of games that are out in
There's
Rockstar's
truth out
case,
there.
in Rockstar's case, they're going to do what they're going to do, and people are going to buy this game. There's nothing anybody can do to stop it. The masses want GTA. But for the next company that thinks that they can put their nuts on the table with $70 worth of garbage, I hope
Dude.
that we're smart enough as
Right.
a gaming society, the gaming community. I hate that word, but frankly, that's all I got right now. I hope we're smart enough not to look at that and go, yeah, let's go ahead and buy that at $70 or $80 too. Games just cost that much. No, they don't. No, they don't have to.
Looking at you, God of War.
I wasn't going to buy that anyway, but I can look at that game and tell you it's not worth 70.
Watch
I
it
can
make
look at that game and tell you
$80.
it's not worth $30. That's a $20 game at most.
That's a DLC.
John, absolutely 100%.
That's a DLC.
Deal.
bro.
That
Get
should have been a
crap out of
$5
here.
to $10 DLC.
Get that crap out of here.
But
you know,
Frank is so funny.
Frank-
It's so random.
But Cube, Jiggle Physics, Cube.
I think of much better things to put jiggle physics into. Let me tell you.
100%.
That's right.
One thing I think we could maybe pivot into is the flip side of when the market has to bear what it has to bear in the Steam machine.
Yep.
Um,
What a pivot, John.
yeah.
Golly. Oh,
No,
man.
hell, dude. Hey, I
Segue
saw
of the
it, bro.
century.
I saw
Segue
it,
of the
dude.
century.
I saw it. I had to take it. Now,
man. Go for it.
dude. I'm sad about the Steam machine because
Same.
you know Valve has publicly said that they're selling it at cost. Right. To my understanding, they won't be making even that much of a profit off of the console sales, off of the physical sales itself. But it is unfortunate because it's like, man, I say this with a heavy heart. That is a waste of $1,000.
Yep.
In this day and age. The specs, I'm not sure if you guys have seen any performance tests, but the PS5 performs better than the Steam machine, and the PS5 is a 6-year-old console. Like that's, again, I say that with a heavy heart, but it's as somebody in my position, and I feel like most people that would even look at a Steam machine are people that probably have a PC and probably have a console. And it's like, I have a PC and I have a PS5. I have absolutely no use case, reason, or desire to purchase the Steam machine, because why would I? I would be paying for a underperforming console in this day and age. Dude, it played Cyberpunk. It couldn't hit 60 frames at 4K.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they optimized. Didn't they optimize the Switch 2 to play Cyberpunk at 60 frames?
Yes. The Steam Deck performs better with Cyberpunk at 4K than the Steam machine.
Oh my
I hate
god.
this. I hate this reality, guys.
And it's like you can't like,
They
and it's
threw.
like you're telling me you want me to pay like 1,050. Well, they don't want me to pay that. Let me rephrase that, right? But I
Yeah.
would have to pay $1,050, no controller, no controller.
Yeah, bring your own controller.
Bring your own controller, like,
BYOC.
and it's like I say it with a heavy heart, but the Steam, it's not gonna sell, right? Like, I mean, it who's gonna buy it, right?
The
Like, it's bad. Like, I'll say one more thing and then I'll open it to you guys. But it's like, again, if you spending $1,000, that's a new graphics card for your rig. That's a new upgrade for, you could get a new display for that. You could upgrade your current system and future proof it instead of buying a Steam machine.
you could set up like a wireless connection to your like living room home TV from your
Yes.
office using like Ethernet, like running your display over Cat 6
Yes.
whatever line,
HDMI ARC.
yes, and then into your TV, all for less than $1,000, and you could have that home console experience without spending that $1,000. It just
Dude, like,
doesn't make any sense.
You can buy a PS5 Pro for $600 and then have $300+ $400+ to do whatever the hell you want with it.
Yeah.
It just it doesn't, it's a waste of money. I feel, again, like, I feel bad. I feel terrible.
The phrase I sent to my friends, I said the best thing that has come out of the Steam machine is the furtherment of Steam OS.
Yes.
The optimization and development team that they've put into Steam OS. That
Yes.
is what we have gained from the Steam machine. That is it.
Yes. Linux
that hardware,
gaming is in
the
a better
freaking
place
game
for it.
The GameCube is not even good. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, like, Linux gaming is in a better spot because of the Steam machine. Like, that's a win in
Yes.
the long term. That's going to be a win.
That's a huge win.
Huge win. But it's, man, I feel bad saying it, but it's like, realistically, I would steer people away from buying the Steam machine.
Yes. Yeah. I
Like,
don't think I can recommend it to
No.
anyone.
No,
Like,
I can't.
I have a friend who's not a super techie guy. He's one of those individuals who is he literally goes, I just want to play games and enjoy them. And he's like, and I've been thinking about doing a console again. And he was excited about the Steam machine. I talked to him about it. He was like, I'm thinking about doing the Steam machine, before we got pricing for it because of what it kind of entailed. He's like, I miss being able to sit on my couch with a controller and just play a video game on the TV. He's like, I haven't done that in a long time. I haven't had a console in a while. And he was kind of hyped about it. I will have to strongly tell him, do not do the Steam machine. If you want to do this, if you want a little console experience like that, we're gonna have to build a small form factor PC.
Yes.
Right. Like, and then you could put it on your living room, entertainment center or whatever,
Yes.
and do it that way. But
and
Steam
you have
machine
money
is not
left
the way to
over,
go.
probably.
You would have, yes. It's rough.
Yeah, it's sad. Like, there's even people have already made videos of people building PCs for the same exact money that you would buy a Steam machine for, and these built PCs absolutely slaughter the Steam machine in terms of performance for the same price point.
Mind you, building a PC in most cases can be more expensive than buying pre-builts. So
Yes.
if they're custom building PCs, that's going to be more expensive than if you found like a good on sale,
Like a nice
PC.
pre-built.
Yeah, like a nice pre-built that's on sale at a retailer for, they're running a crazy sale or something like that. You're going to find you would be able to get so much more performance out of $1,000 on a PC that's on sale that would blow that Steam machine out of the water. Like, probably 30-40% performance difference.
Yeah. And y'all,
Yeah.
my kiddos have computers, and they're not top of the line. They're pretty good though.
Yep.
And both of them each was around $300 ish.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So with a little bit of effort and a little bit of searching up. What do you need, buddy?
There's
Yes.
one in the flesh.
Yes, there was
Hang
one.
on. I'm really sorry, but I gotta for 1 second. Be right back.
No
Dad
worries, no worries.
duties.
Yeah.
Man, no, it really sucks, Devin. And you know, I will say, like, it sucks because I don't think that this is Valve's fault.
No.
Like, I don't think this is on Valve. It's just like with the market, like they have to make it that price. They have to, because
This is
literally
absolutely not Valve's fault. No.
that's what it costs
right.
to make it. Like, and they can't. I mean, they're still a company, right? They still have a bottom line that they have to adhere to. They can't take a loss. And again, because of the way that subscription models work with consoles, and Steam doesn't do that. Like, that's the one benefit of the Steam machine, is that you're buying that and you won't have to pay another cent more for online play. But that's the only thing you could say, that would be a benefit. Like, yeah, maybe
How many years would it take to
maybe you
recoup?
make your money back after 6 years, right?
Maybe.
Like, maybe I think right now the highest tier of PS Plus is like right around maybe like $150, $200 a year, right?
Yeah.
And again, if you just purchase the base console, that's $500. So that's what, 3-4 years before you'd make your money back.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
sad, bro. Like, it's tough because it's literally it goes back to AI.
Yeah.
Goes
There it
back to AI, bro. Goes back to AI. Why? But they literally, they have to. They had to make it that price, and it sucks. It truly does, because I think this product at even $750,
Yep.
right, would be again, it still kind of sucks that, like, even if it was $750, you could pay $100, $200 less and perform better at most games. Like, that still sucks to say, even if it was at $750. But like, what more can you say? It kind of sucks. It sucks all around.
It's the right product at the exact wrong
The
time.
worst time.
Literally the worst time of all
worst
time to
time.
do something like this.
The worst
Because
time.
at $500, game changer.
Dude,
At double that, not a chance,
no.
unfortunately. And you know what sucks? I was reading up about all this. Apparently, Valve gets visits from RAM companies, and they say, here's how much RAM you can buy, and here's how much it is. And if they say no, they don't come back.
Why would they?
It's literally AI data centers, and the amount of RAM that they are trying to gobble up is strangling the market.
Yeah, because if you're Micron, why would you care if Valve said no to your quote?
Yeah.
You know that Sam, you know that Elon, you know that Zucker, you're gonna make your money back literally giving your business anywhere else, someone who's gonna actually pay for the RAM, right? And buy massive volumes of quantity. It sucks.
I don't know that there's anything we can do about it either.
No, there's not, unless like the AI bubble like really like pops. No, there's nothing that can be done.
Somebody conjectured that RAM companies and AI companies are in cahoots to try and drive hardware prices up so high that everyone has to go to the cloud model and use their subscription-based computers.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, it does.
But I hate this new future.
Mm.
The future sucks, guys. We got $80 games and $400,000 sticks of RAM. This is trash.
I just want to play video games.
I just want to play video games.
I just want to have a cool new GameCube.
I just want to own my things. I just want to own a cool thing. Why are you trying to prevent me to own a cool thing?
Yeah,
I hate it. You will own nothing and be happy.
But see, this is kind of okay. So let's talk about it. The conversation that we had earlier with the $80 game conversation of, we're spending the money and doing it. Do this model of what they're trying to do You own this hardware. It's a free operating system that's going to be Linux based, which fantastic. That means in terms of royalties and you're not having the big old Microsoft or the Apple people skimming in on everything that's involved. You're getting this basically almost open source style platform that is yours, and you get to keep it. You get to have it. Yeah, it's a little bit more.
You can even reimage it if you don't want.
It's
Steam
kind
OS,
of
you don't have to.
Yeah, you can have the maybe the other experience at a little cheaper pricing, but you're going to lose those other things, like not having to be a part of a subscription model that we talk about hating so much. Well, if you want to get away from those things, because that's what subsidizes a lot of those consoles and the pricing there is they have other ways to recoup that money. The Steam machine doesn't have those things, and that's kind of why we there was a lot of speculation that the pricing was going to be it was going to be too high. I think kind of what it's at now is really rough. I think around the $800 range would have made it at least a conversational piece, where we could go, and I could probably recommend it to people. But man, at $1,000, almost
no controller.
Really, yeah, if you want a controller, $1,100, almost $1,150. That's a really tough conversation to have. But I go back to that point of, do we say, hey, this is the type of stuff that we do want to own our own hardware. We're tired of subscription models. We're tired of buying your physical hardware and then having to pay you a monthly fee to just play our games online that we would be able to play online on our PCs for free anyway. Because I already pay for internet, so why am I having to pay a subscription online fee for you? And so it's like we get upset about those things, but here's an opportunity to get out of that situation. Yeah, performance may not quite be there right now. Maybe a Gen 2 console would be a little bit better in terms of performance, but it'll play your games.
Yeah,
it's not gonna not run your games. It's gonna play your games. You're not going to get your 60 frames, your 144 frames, your 240 frames that you might want. But hey, it's going to play your games. You're going to be able to game. And there is a beauty to that. And those people who genuinely, whenever you get into a game, you start playing it, stop worrying about, hey, look at the frame counter up the top left-hand corner, and just enjoy your game. Immerse yourself into that.
Yeah, but what you're saying is tangentially shut up and like it.
Yeah.
Right. And it also my pushback
and I hate
pushback to that, to Devin's point, would be that would only apply to people that don't have a PC already.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, and again, everybody that uses Steam has a PC.
Right.
And they already have a PC that performs better than the Steam machine, and they own their PC hardware.
So shut up and enjoy it. That was so funny.
so it's like great point, but that would only apply to folks that don't have a PC, but everybody that uses Steam does.
Yeah, he's got my buddy has a 2070 Ti. Bro's performance is arguably going to be
better.
It's probably going to be pretty damn similar, if not a little bit better, something along those lines. Yeah. So what can you say about that? What can you do about that? That's why it's going to be difficult to even make that argument that I had. Is all of that being said, where I'm saying pay with your wallet, if it's just a stupid money decision, like it's a bad financial decision to do that, because it's not going to be any sort of you're not getting right. Everything has a value marker on it, and if the value, you're not actually getting the value of what you're paying for, then it's not going to be worth it. And $1,000 being put into a machine that is arguably going to be worse than whatever you're probably already playing on,
right,
is a stupid thing to do. It makes zero sense.
Yeah, because it's I'll take my $1,000 and buy better hardware that I'll also own. So it's like,
yeah,
that's why it sucks. Man, it's sorry,
really
Gabe.
Unfortunate.
I wanted him to cook.
I'm sorry, Gabe.
Well,
and no Half-Life 3. Hang on, no Half-Life 3. They could have cooked with Half-Life. Anyway, let me not. But no Half-Life 3.
Yo, facts. Okay, if they would have put Half-Life 3 on this thing, maybe it would have been worth $1,000.
Okay, is that their only way out of this conundrum? this
I mean, hey,
difficult
Xbox is
scenario.
going exclusive, PlayStation's going exclusive, Nintendo's always
you
exclusive.
gotta end
I don't think-
Come on.
the table.
I
You
don't
gotta
think it
end
solves
up.
the problem. I don't
No,
think
it
it solves the
doesn't.
problem.
No.
It'd make it a little bit
Unfortunately.
better.
As a value proposition, this only works at $400 to $500. That a competitive price, even at $6, the same way as a PS5 Pro. Yeah, the performance not as good, but the library's freaking massive.
Yep.
So there's a trade-off there.
Yeah.
Man, you know what this? Frankly, what this really makes me worried about is the Steam. God, what's their VR name? The other one, the frame, the Steam frame. It makes me worried for the Steam frame. I want a Steam frame. I'm not paying no $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 for a Steam frame. I'm simply not going to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Might have to though.
I'm concerned.
Yep.
But it's like, would you? Well, okay, Nathan, do you buy a new Steam frame, or do you buy an Oculus Quest? It's going to be about $400, $500.
Well, let me tell you something. My kiddo has a Quest. He has a Quest 2. It's not even a powerful one, but he is literally able to USB-C it to his computer. He runs Steam VR, and his computer does all the heavy lifting. And he was playing Minecraft in VR with me earlier today.
It's amazing.
So yeah.
Yep.
The answer to your question is I might have to do that. I may not need a Steam frame to do that sort of thing, but I don't know necessarily that the frame, it needs the hardware that, say, a Steam machine does. So potentially I might be worried about nothing. What I want to make sure is that if hardware prices are going to dictate what the Steam machine costs, my hope is that same cause on a hardware level doesn't bleed over into the Steam frame, because I would gladly shell out $400 or $500 for a Steam frame, specifically because I know the tech is going to be really good.
Yeah, it'd be really nice.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll just see how this tech story unfolds.
Yeah, because bro, like their controller's $80 too. So it's like, would you rather have a Steam controller or GTA 6?
Yeah. Take your pick. But I don't know. I spent $70 on my teal DualSense.
Sick.
It's so fun.
Cool.
I love it. Well, the unfortunate reality is that the Steam machine is going to be what it's going to be. I don't know that it has an audience anymore. And frankly, maybe they just make enough to satisfy what little demand there actually is and cut their losses. Maybe that's just how this story ends. Yep. And if they're smart, that's probably where it does end.
Yeah, I really don't see a world where it performs well.
No, I don't either. But for the people who get it, I hope they enjoy it, and I hope it satisfies whatever need that they want out of it. Perhaps there is an audience of people that are like, look, I have disposable income. I like Valve, and I would rather support them than Sony. Besides, my TV stand could use a cute little black cube, and I could put a little faceplate on it that matches my drapes colors. There's some good, there's going to be some arbitrary, nonsensical reasons.
Brand has some stuff for it already.
Sure.
They have a little companion cube case you can put it in.
That's actually really
cool.
Love
that. That's so amazing.
And okay, I wanted this thing to be that way because I knew it was going to be a peak looking like almost a talking piece, if you will, for people who come over. We're gonna play some games on this little freaking cube. Like, let's play cube games.
I'm not gonna lie, if that machine was only $500 and I could get a companion cube skin for it,
bro.
Oh my god, you sold me.
Peak.
Yes, it'd be amazing. Absolutely.
I have a question to follow up on that. Would you pay $500 for a Steam machine as is, or get a Switch 2?
Well,
the problem is I would get the Steam the Steam machine and also the Switch 2.
Okay, money bags.
Yeah, because I have to play Ocarina of Time, but I would
both.
It's not anything. They're not even in the same category for me, unfortunately.
No. Yeah. Well, as Sophie's Choice goes, it's an easy sell on the Switch 2 because it has things that I can't get on my already existing PC. I'm the exact person you're talking about, John. I have a PC. it's a banger. I just put it together not 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I just slapped a 3060 in this sucker. I'm not going to have to upgrade this thing for another 5 years, almost guaranteed. And with the games that I play, I might never have to upgrade this thing if the hardware holds up.
Yes.
That's just how it's going to be.
Yep.
So for my money, $500 to a Switch 2, yeah, I could totally do that. And in a world, y'all, where Pal World is around, I mean, I've got the better version of Pokemon on my PC. I've got Ocarina of Time Remake on my Switch 2. I've got Mario Kart whatever. Like, it covers all the bases when you have those two devices, really.
Yeah, it does.
So, well, I don't want to beat a dead horse, and let me squint here. Wow, we're bumping up against the 2-hour mark, so I think this might be a good time to call it, guys. What do you think? Unless you have any final thoughts on our horrible future to end on a down note.
Boo AI and our upcoming dystopian future.
Boo. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and kick off the music. Oh no, John, you disappeared.
We lost
John. Yeah, that's a really unfortunate. Hang on, I think I can fix it. There he is.
So funny.
He's here. You can live up in the corner. There you go. Well, hey. Okay. We're closing the show. Hey guys. Anyway, before we head out, I just want to say thank you for being here. Thanks you guys for being in chat. Just want to say, call your mom, call your dad, call your family, call your friends. Tell them that you love them. Life is too damn short. Things are too expensive. So hold close the people that you love dear. I'm going to give you guys a big old heart in our chat here. Send them off, guys. We'll see you guys next time at 9:30. Peace.
Umbrella fight.
Wait, they can still hear.